least the rain barrel's filled up pretty fast. Can't really complain about that. Good morning. I apologize for the Medusa hair, but it is what it is. As you could probably tell by that last clip, we've been getting a lot of rain lately. So a perfect time to be working on this. I think tomorrow we're gonna try to set the tower up back behind the camper and get this thing all set up. But for now, I mixed a little bit of bleach and a little bit of water, and I'm just gonna try to spray down the walls in here. If I need to, I might take it somewhere in the back of my truck and actually do that with a high pressure hose, because that is not high pressure. Last time you would have seen this, I had it full and I did add bleach, and that has since been removed, but you know, I still smell that smell that I'm not really liking a whole lot, so I'm still working on getting it extra clean. Again, this will only be used for shower water, not drinking water, just shower and hand washing water. But yeah, that's what we've got going on over here. And if you look this way, yes, I finally got some more gravel. Got 2 loads, so hopefully after tomorrow that thing will be gone. That's easy enough to get, just throw it on the back of the truck. Yeah, and then finally this space here can be leveled out, and hopefully all these stumps that are sticking out all over the place can get covered up. I also plan to expand this. Before, there wasn't enough gravel to kind of take it right to this corner over here along the tree line. But I'm hoping with the gravel that just came in, I can go ahead and expand this just to make, that's like a whole other parking space right here if you can expand that. So you can imagine just what that corner will do for giving a little bit more room. Okay, yeah, this thing just is not high pressure enough. I mean, you pretty much have to, well, here's an example. You have to get right up against the side of something to even try to pick this off, and it's not. You see what I'm saying? It's just not doing the job. So I think I definitely will be throwing this in the back of the truck and taking it somewhere where I can give it a real good spray out. Get it all cleaned up before we get the tower installed. Another quick little update. I had to throw some of this sea foam in the scooter because it started acting a little sluggish. It almost sounded like the exhaust was starting to backfire there. And when it ran, it kind of sounded like it didn't want to run. So anyway, ever since putting some of this in, it seems a little bit better. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to take this thing out and go for a decent ride with it. I just haven't had it out pretty much since I had it inspected. But I ran it down the road the other day after putting some of this in it, and it did seem to help. Sounds a lot better than it did, trust me. Okay, well, unfortunately today, this water tower that we were supposed to get set up today, not happening today. That'll have to wait for another day. But that's okay, because there's literally always a project to do around here, so let's see what we can get into. Okay, well, there's lots of hornets around at the moment. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this. It looks like maybe you can. But that's kind of the start of a big hornet's nest up in there. Right on the outside of the chimney. See them moving around up there. They definitely have been enjoying the hummingbird feeder, that's for sure. I'm certain I see more hornets at the hummingbird feeders than I do hummingbirds these days. But as long as they're not bothering me, I don't care too much. I got a new straw broom, by the way. Hilbert kind of ruined my other one. But I would for certain say there are more spiders and spider eggs all over the place than there are hornets. Get down. Super, super, super warm out today. 31 degrees Celsius, feels like 40. Honestly, it's not really the heat, it's the humidity that gets you here. Just being on the coast, you're gonna have that humidity. Sticky, muggy, moist. I know everybody loves that word. Yeah, anyway, it's a moist one. So I decided to go to town on this stump. I'm pretty sure I took care of that problem. It'll probably just rot away. But since we're no longer going to be working on the water tower today, I thought I would maybe do something back here. Having that big pile of gravel over there, I think I'm going to try to fill in this a little bit. And I know you can't see it, but there's definitely a slope right behind the skirting. It's nice and flat, and then it slopes down, and there's a big slope right here. Kind of hard to get in there with my battery on the dolly because it's hilly. I know it doesn't really show, but if I could get this level, that would help a lot. And it would also allow me to take my battery box with my spare batteries and have them set back here, out of the way, out of sight. Also, it'll allow me to easily put power into the bedroom. I'll just drill a hole in the wall here somewhere and run power into the bedroom from the spare batteries. Solar panels are right here and all the cords are right here, just kind of going down, charging up that one battery there on the step, which isn't ideal to have that there either because, you know, I can't even open that door at the moment with that sitting there, but I kind of wanted it out of the rain. Hence this little plastic cover as well. But yeah, being able to have that back here is going to be nice. Huh. It would be really great to have a wheelbarrow right about now. Whew. Shoveling is no joke. Shoveling gravel, that is. Anyway, I've just been kind of taking a shovel load from over there and walking it over here. I do realize, you know, I could throw a bunch on the back of my truck, but then I'm kind of doing the same job twice. I'm having to shovel it on and shovel it off. So it's not that far to go over there. It's just, you know, it's hot. But I'm just kind of, you know, dumping a shovel load and then one next to it and kind of going along doing that until I get to this big dip right here. That was a really old piece of chipboard that's pretty rotten. So I have to fill all this in. But once I get this going along, I'm just going to try to level it more along the edge here so that when I do put my batteries back here, or my battery box, it's not tipping forward. We definitely don't want that. That's what kind of traffic you get in the country. Heavy machinery. Okay, so a little update. It is coming along. It's really hard to tell on camera, but there is definitely a height difference from here to here. But once I get a number of shovelfuls in this area, then I'm gonna have to go back up here and just level this out even more. Yeah, it's too hot for this. Okay, so right now my focus is getting a nice level spot right here to place my cinder blocks for the barbecue battery box. You can tell where my mind is at. Once that's done, I'll put the battery box there, make sure everything's good, and then I can kind of like level this up around the cinder blocks that are going to be on the bottom. Whew, I'm sweating. Who needs to go to a gym when you live off grid? My eyelids are sweating. Yeah, my eyelids are sweating. Just removed the batteries from the battery box and took the battery box off the cinder blocks, and we have a little, woo, okay, yep. Well, I guess he's under the cinder blocks now, but that is a little northern ring-necked snake, and he is under this one right here. Really not sure where he went to, but regardless, nothing to worry about. They are not venomous. They're pretty friendly. Or at least they don't bite. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. So I put the cinder blocks over here, got the battery box up on those as level as I can. I did have to cut a board to put underneath of here because unfortunately this door has a lip on the bottom that goes underneath. So, you know, when it wasn't elevated, you know, the door couldn't completely close. Now it can, I think. Anyway, these are you can put like a padlock on these if you want to lock them up. And it's vented and everything. It's really filthy right now and has a bunch of baby spiders living in it. But I can give that a clean out. This drawer slides out, so you can put 3 12-volt batteries here and 3 up here if you really want to. I see the hornets were working on something in here too. But my solar reaches, which is great. The only problem is this hole is not quite big enough for this piece to come through. My charge controller reaching my batteries. But what I'll probably do is keep 2 of my spare batteries down here for now, and then the one that I use most often I'll keep up there, and then that way it's super close to my rain barrel when I need to transfer water upward. But yeah, eventually I would like to have all 3 of my batteries connected together as a separate power bank and kind of run power through to the bedroom for charging phones at night and that sort of thing. So for now, this will work. Like I said, at some point I may even drill a hole on this side just to give more room, and obviously it's going to have to be bigger than this one for this end piece to fit. I don't know if you can see it. Nope, not sticking my hand back there. I don't think I'm going to need to drill a hole actually, and I'm just using this as an example. You've got your little solar charge controller here plugged in, and then I can run these 2 little clamps down through this hole here to reach the bottom batteries. So yeah, no hole drilling required. Okay, so we're kind of geared up for now. I've got the little solar charge controller, and right now it's just hooked to 1 battery. I don't have these batteries hooked together. So yeah, I've got it all clamped up. It's charging right now, the yellow light. I'm going to keep 1 up here separate just to use for, you know, when I need the 12-volt pump, or if I need to use it with the trolling motor for my boat. And then these 2 here I'll probably connect together and, like I said, run power through to the bedroom. And then I'll have like 2 batteries for kind of a separate battery bank. That's the plan so far. Because there's only 1 battery up top here, when I pull this drawer all the way out, this thing wants to fall forward. So that's a little bit scary, but if I ever get extra batteries, I mean, I can make it a little heavier up top there. But yeah, that part of things is done. And now I just have to finish what I started over here. I should mention too, I did leave enough room. I gotta maybe tape these all up together out of the way here, but I did leave enough room to be able to get into that hatch. But I'm glad that that's out of the way now and it's back here where it can't really be seen, and yeah, 1 project complete. Okay, I did it the long way, I did it the hard way, but I did it and it's done. I don't know how many shovelfuls of gravel I moved over there, but it was a lot, and the blisters on my hands would tell you that as well. That's good, it's all even in here now, so it's going to be easier for me to move my dolly in with the batteries anytime I need to take them out of here. I think I am going to straighten this up just a little more, make it a little more level, but tonight I'm done. I'm retiring. Good night.